Okay, strategy. How I got into all this. I was a management consultant on this side of things for many, many years, quite really analytical. It was only I've sort of converted, I'm kind of like a recovering strategist now. I've sort of gone across the piece as I've worked with more and more creative businesses. It's incredibly important, of course. And don't get me wrong, we're not really going to talk a lot about strategy today. I'm not saying it's not important. You should have a strategy. And, very simply, this is kind of the whole first year of MBA strategy course in a slide. It's, where are we now? Where do we need to be? And what do we need to do differently to get there? You don't really need to know that much more about strategy. It's a fairly simple concept. It gets complicated as you try and do it. And in an agency, clearly, these things are about clear positioning. Who are my clients? I need to know these people. What's my service offering? How do those two things go together? What are the trade-offs and choices I'm making? By that I mean, what am I saying no to? What am I saying I don't do that? Because I think as creative people, there's a real urge for us to sort of say yes, 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 yes. Because you can do so much stuff with a bunch of clever, creative people in a room. You can do pretty much anything this afternoon. Saying no and getting a specialism is important. Of course, you've got to have a profitable business model. I put the question mark against differentiation because I think that's the whole theme of this talk. I've worked on big away days with agencies. How can we differentiate ourselves through this part? It's really tough. It's quite a consolidated marketplace. I'm not saying you can't. You can have a different design, sort of design specialism, be very digital. You can have a specific geography. You can have a specific type of client, large, small, or based on industry. All sorts of different ways to cut this cake. But at the end of the day, that's all you've got. And I guess what I'm saying today is this is just part of the jigsaw. And the other part of the jigsaw comes on the other side of this model. It's about your values. It's what you believe in. I was talking to some guys at the back, and we were talking about, this is a key differentiator for all agencies. Maybe the differentiator. Maybe a lot more than strategy. Depends on your viewpoint.